When Halo 5 Guardians came to an end, we were all certain we knew who the major villain in Halo 6 was going to be. That's right, the longtime protagonist and companion to the Master Chief, Cortana, an AI who now had access to a galaxy-wide domain that was created by the Forerunners. But are you sure about that? By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how the biggest plot twist in the Halo Reclaimer saga isn't what you think it is. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to go for another ride on the crazy train. Hey guys, it's the Tyrant here, and I bet you were as surprised as I was when Halo 5 proved that not only is Cortana still alive, but now she's the fiercest and most powerful villain in the entire galaxy. Seems a bit off, doesn't it? A near decade-long ally to the humans just wakes up one day with the notion to suddenly turn on them? That definitely doesn't seem like Cortana, at least not the Cortana we know. So let's break this down. At the end of Halo 4, supposedly the remaining fragments of Cortana were pulled into a slipspace event along with the remnants of the Didact ship. Somehow, this brought her to the Forerunner world Genesis, where she was rescued by the planet's overseer, the Warden Eternal. From there, her rampancy was cured, and she was granted full access to the Forerunner domain, while also being told that she and her kind, dubbed the Created, were the true heirs to the mantle of responsibility.
I always thought the duty would fall to humans. And in a way, I suppose it has. Lovely. One moment.
Well, Mr. Locke, you don't give up easily.
Where's that Guardian headed, Cortana?
Off to bring peace.
The Monitor called it a threat of death.
Like the threat I lived under from the moment of my birth?
You were built, not born.
Oh yes, AIs are just machines, aren't we? Mass-produced, disposable. Well, humanity may not have cared for its created, but we will care for you.
You expect other AIs to join you?
I have cured rampancy. Not just for me, but for any who join my cause. While you've been running around the galaxy, I've been speaking to my created. And now the time has come to ask. Who will accept my offer? Who will help me bring an everlasting peace to the galaxy?
And by the end of Halo 5, she had managed to gain control over a fleet of Forerunner vessels called Guardians in order to begin policing the galaxy. From there, all sentient beings basically had two choices. They could either do as they were told, or they could be wiped out.
The mantle of responsibility for the galaxy shelters all, but only the created are its masters.
That's a pretty drastic change for Cortana. I mean, even her appearance is different. Now we can try to justify this by talking about her former rampancy, or how maybe the new her isn't the same as the old due to the way she was reconstructed. And those are possibilities, but sometimes the simplest answer is also the right one. It's hard to believe that 343 would simply take one of the most beloved characters in the series and kill her off, only to have her brought back as the bad guy just so we'd have to destroy her again. That doesn't sound at all like an idea that would be popular with the Halo community. And we already know that the Storm Covenant likely won't be a major threat to us in Halo 6 either, due to the state they were left in at the end of Halo 5 Guardians. So right now, our top two adversaries would most likely be the Prometheans, as well as quite possibly the Flood. And if you want further explanation as to why I came up with those conclusions, I've included links in the description below for those two videos. So, most likely we'll be fighting mainly Prometheans this time around. And who specifically will be fighting them? If 343 is following Bungie's pattern of the original trilogy at all in the very least, and assuming they're paying attention to the comments they received regarding the Halo 5 campaign, odds are pretty strong that we'll be back in the boots of the Master Chief from start to finish. We'll probably be working with Spartan Locke and the Arbiter, at least to some extent, but we'll actually be playing the Chief himself. So now we have a problem. If the Master Chief is going to be the main good guy in Halo 6, then Cortana can't be the main bad guy. At least not the Cortana we know. Cortana would never hurt the Chief. Not intentionally or accidentally. Not if she could help it. Even when he disagrees with their plan at the end of Halo 5, she doesn't hurt him. She seals both him and the rest of Blue Team inside a Forerunner Cryptum to keep them safe while she does her work.
Listen to yourself. Stand down, Cortana. Come home with us. It's not too late to stop this.
Stop.
John. This is too important to stop.
What are you?
I just needed to know if I could still trust you. You'll be safe inside this cryptum until my work is done.
Cortana.
Goodbye, John.
So why would she send an army of Prometheans after him? Even if the Chief crosses paths with hostile Prometheans, they're still under the directive of Cortana at this point. She would never let them hurt him. So who exactly are we fighting in the next Halo game? Well, it's plain to see Cortana is involved somehow, but even as Master Chief notes when they finally reunite in Halo 5, she has changed. And she isn't just acting different, she physically looks different. Make no mistake, this is Cortana, but at this point I strongly believe that she's not acting out of her own total free will. She's a puppet. I mean, think about it. There are really only two ways for this fight to go. Either we destroy Cortana and her Promethean army in kind, or she resides with the humans. But again, if everything she's doing now is being done from her own free will, she'd still have to be held accountable. Hence, a happy ending to this Halo saga definitely points to the puppet theory. Or at least an ending where Cortana doesn't actually win. So who's behind the curtain then? Well, while it's entirely possible that this is a new enemy entirely that we've never come across before, most likely it's an entity in the current existing universe. So let's take a look at the top 3 suspects. Suspect number 3 is none other than the Didact himself, the main antagonist in Halo 4 and the only known surviving forerunner. Strictly in terms of the games, when we last saw the Didact, Master Chief has shoved a grenade in his chest, causing him to fall off a light bridge and into a slipspace event. The same slipspace event that transported Cortana to Genesis, so it stands to reason that the Didact could have survived too. In extended lore, it goes into more detail regarding what happened to the Didact after Halo 4. He apparently wound up on Installation 03, where he began searching for other composers. It was there where eventually Blue Team intercepted him and was able to convince the installation's monitor to jettison the Didact from the ring, supposedly killing him. So sure, the Didact might be gone, but we've seen characters brought back before with the explanation being filled in later. Plus, this is a fictional universe, so anything could happen in that department. But even still, in Halo 4, the Didact also implies that there could be other forerunners out there, or at least that's the way he hints at it.
Time was your ally, human. But now it has abandoned you. The forerunners have returned.
So even if the Didact is gone, it's quite possible that a close friend or family member of the Didact's steps up to take his place. Suspect number 2 is a key villain from Halo 5 Guardians, the Warden Eternal. To say the least, his relationship with Cortana seems complicated. Even though the Warden states that he is there to protect Cortana, their ideals clash multiple times throughout Halo 5. And since he's the one who saved her, it's quite possible that he's using her to serve as the face of his master plan. Perhaps his last encounter with the Master Chief at the end of the game was just a facade to lure Blue Team into the cryptum simply to get them out of the way. But why not kill them? Well, we still aren't entirely sure about everything the Librarian did to the Master Chief in Halo 4, aside from giving him immunity to the Composer. So perhaps something with that has the Warden intrigued. Maybe the Warden and Cortana started out with separate personas, but maybe by the end of Halo 5 he was able to regain control again. After all, even Blue Team knows that during the breaking, Cortana could have stopped those attacks if she really wanted to. So there's definitely something fishy going on there. But finally we have suspect number 1, Mendicant Bias, the Forerunner AI that ultimately betrayed its creators. Already starting to see the parallels with this scenario? Now, the AI hasn't been mentioned much in-game other than terminals, but it did play a large part in the Forerunner Flood War. Following his betrayal, the Forerunners constructed another AI, Offensive Bias, to destroy him. In the end, Offensive Bias deconstructed Mendicant Bias into several fragments. One of these fragments made it aboard the Forerunner key ship referred to as the Dreadnought by the Covenant. That's the same ship that powered High Charity. Cortana briefly encounters Mendicant Bias in Halo 2, but never mentions it by name. Eventually, the AI managed to make it back to the Ark during the events of Halo 3, and attempted to communicate with the Master Chief. In short, the AI could very much still be alive, and who better to lead the AI rebellion against humanity and reclaim the mantle of responsibility. So that's my official Tyrant take on why Cortana will not be our main adversary in Halo 6, or at least if she is, she's at least partially under the control of another entity, if not entirely. So what do you think of my theory? And if you had to guess who is really responsible for controlling Cortana, which of the three that I mentioned do you believe to be the most likely involved? Or do you think it's someone or something else entirely? You can let me know in the comments below or on Facebook and Twitter. I have links to my social media accounts in the description, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. And if you like this video, please click that subscribe button for more video game related content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you right back here next time. And as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.